One of the things that strikes me about you, and I've known you now for a number of years, is you sell through relationship. A lot of businesses still sell a little bit old school, and sales is a dirty word. What's your approach to selling as a relationship, or the relationship in the sale?
Yeah, look, I think when I had that success of being in the top 1% of 120,000, people started to call me one of the top salespeople worldwide. And it really didn't resonate. Like I felt almost dirty, like, the typical used car salesman, the stigma and the way that those things are seen wasn't something I felt proud of. And as I transitioned into speaking, I was really pushed in that direction to do sales training. And through that process, I really looked at what I had been doing and I realized that I never had to have a script. I never had to close the sale. You can't force someone to buy a house. What I did was build great relationships, stay in touch, follow up, learn negotiating skills, nonverbal skills, how to read people, how to be empathetic, to put myself in their shoes. It's social skills, interpersonal skills, and emotional intelligence that are the three core drivers of success in life and in business. So for me, that is what I focused on developing those skills.
Yes, some of our owners and listeners or people watching might not feel comfortable with those social skills. I mean, what would you say to them? Like, like I'm a shy person, and I just rather just sit in my office, crank out the work. I'm really good at doing, like I might have a building company, awesome at building and quoting, and I can quote down to the last $1,000 and all the rest of it. Do I really need to worry about all this stuff?
Yeah, you do. Because at the end of the day, we do business with people we like. So you can have the cheapest quote in the world, but there'll always be a competitor who you can't compete just on price alone. And so I think it's important that you don't have to be anything you're not. If you're a quiet, shy person, my accountant, he never liked doing the whole big 10 people at a breakfast dinner or lunch, networking and hundreds of people, but he would have a one-on-one lunch with me as a client. So find your way to do it. You might be someone who prefers to hide behind the computer so you can network online, build your network through social media. I think there's always a way for finding, I hated door knocking in sales. I didn't like telemarketing. There'd be guys making 500 calls a week and they were very successful. But what I enjoyed was getting people together and doing a group lunch with my potential clients and referring partners and going to networking events. So I think it's not about being something you're not. It's finding ways to network within what you're doing. It might even be your kid's soccer game or things that are that involve the family. It doesn't have to be separate and traditional networking in that way. But in terms of social skills and interpersonal skills, I mean, you can't succeed in life without them. Even if you're dealing with people on the phone, tonality, pace of your voice, sounding empathetic, all of those things are important whether you're face to face or not. And in terms of negotiating with people and being able to feel confident to have those conversations.